This improv story is based on the idea the man buys the wrong present, let the story commence. Got to see if I can make myself laugh here, right? If I make myself laugh, it's worked. Craig was to buy a present in work. It was that secret Santa sort of thing where you don't know who is buying you a present in the workplace. You don't know. You pull a name out of a hat, that's who you have to buy a present for. So he pulled out the name of John. Guy called Johnny's work, who'd only really just started a couple of months ago. He'd sort of said hello to him, like, all right, how's it going? I'm Craig. John, how's it going? So you're working, what's it, you're doing, is it like the server stuff, the sort of database sort of stuff? All right, aye, right, I see, I did a bit of that. I tried a bit of that, aye. Is it still PHP and all that today? It's no, what is it now? Oh, right, I've never done that. You done C as well? Oh, all right. Like that. Craig himself, basically making apps. He's into building apps with all sorts of things like Visual Basic and other bits and pieces. Unity's got a built-in thing. Various things, various apps. They made like websites and apps and things like that in this company. There was about 40 people in there. Things were going well. Anyway, Craig pulled at the name of John, who'd only been working there for a couple of months. So he was like, right, what did I get? What did I get? So the workplace was split into different teams and different groups of tables, or sort of like wee islands of tables in this big office, big open plan office. And he knew, Craig knew Mary, who worked on that team. They'd both been working there for at least like 2 years. She was there before he was. And he said to Mary, gonna gaze a horn, I have to get a Secret Santa thing. She said, don't tell me, don't tell me if you have to get me a present. Yeah, that's not what you're meant to do, remember? He said, no, it's not you, but I know that. See John on your team, it's him, I have to get him a present. I don't know fucking anything about him. What's the into, she says, I don't really know. He said, have you spoke to him? Has he said like, oh, I don't know, fucking, I like dogs? Has he said has he got cats or something? Or has he said, does he like football or anything at all? So what music has he played? He's played, he played, God, what was it? Who's them with the long hair? He went, that narrows it down. He said they used to have long hair and had beards, and then they sort of cut their hair short. He said Kings of Leon. She went, that's it, Kings of Leon, right? He's played them. Right. What like? Oh no, like a whole album. Kind of does my nut, and I like Kings of Leon. You like Kings of Leon, but you forgot what they were called? She went, I know. Kings of Leon. He says, right. So he's played like whole. So she says it's that long ago. He's played Kings of Leon that much that I have grown to dislike them and therefore kind of forget about them. Do you know what I mean? He said, I get it. He said, anything else? I mean, I don't want to just go like that. There's a Kings of Leon CD. I mean, you don't even have fucking CDs anymore. She said he does. Was it a CD that you play? Ah, he's got a big pile of CDs. CDs? CDs? And you'd be like, what year is this? 2021, it said. Right there. CDs? So see, like, he's got a big pile of CDs, but like that. He said there's a reason for it. I said to him, I was like, CDs in this day and age. He says something to do with Spotify not supporting artists 0.0001 pence per million plays or something like that. I wasn't really listening. I was kind of busy at the time. And Craig went, but CDs, I mean, they don't really get a lot of money for that either. Would they apparently get more money for that? Then I don't know. I don't know. So Kings of Leon, he's into. There's some other stuff that he's got, like CDs on his table there. If you want to take a look. All right. All right. Right. I'll have a think. Anyway, what he did was. What he did was. So it came up to the Christmas party that they had in the office, and then they were going to go out, right? So they're having a few drinks in the office during the daytime, and then they were all going to go out. A table was booked for like 4, and then they were, going to stay out all night and everything. So it's time for all this stuff to come out. All the stuff to come out, right? And Craig went, right, so my present is for John. Oh, right. It was quite hard trying to work out what to get you, but I got you this because don't just open it and I'll just open it. I just open it. Come on. All right, and he opened it up, and it was it's not very secret. They don't do that. They do it in here. They do it in here. That's not how you do it. That's how they did it in there. I've done it before. They started off seeing this night. How is it secret? Because they started off going like they get a present and they don't know who got them it. They'd open up a present and they don't know who got them it. But then they started going, oh, who got me that? And then everybody just started kind of no giving a fuck. Honestly, this is what happened. I don't care how it's worked. No, I don't care how it's worked for you. This is what they were doing. They were off they were drinking. And then it all just went to pieces because, you see, what happened was, in a previous year, they'd already decided next year we shouldn't do this because somebody got somebody a present. It was a Secret Santa. It was an inappropriate present. And then nobody owned up to it. Nobody owned up to it. It was me that got them that, and they never found out. And they were just like, right, that needs to stop, right? That needs to stop. So they turned it into a kind of, right? They tried to do it again this year. This is true. They tried to do it again this year. They went like, right, so you just open the present up. You don't know who got you. And then some people, there was one present. There was a cup that had like fuck something on it, and the person thought it was a bit funny and all that. They didn't know who got them it. But the boss went like, oh wait a minute. It just reminded them because they were like kind of hyper, a bit kind of vigilant and sort of cautious. Like, oh, are you all right with that? Yep. And it just got them a slight last year. You could get up, in court, a tribunal or something like that, or like sued or something. Listen, everybody, that's fine with the cup. This is what the boss said, by the way. This is what the boss said. The boss went, listen, everybody, I'm sorry, can we just change the rules here? I just realised, remember what happened last year? You know what happened last year? This year, just thinking about the cup there. I'm alright with the cup. The cup's fine. I don't know. Whoever got me, it's fine. It's fine. No, that's fine. Nobody needs to admit it. I was me that got me the cup. No, it's fine. Right, listen. The cup was fine, but it might not have been. So, could we just go back to what we said we we're going to do this year? Last year? Remember we said last year, this year we'll just tell each other, but the person who gets it, it's a surprise up until the last moment. Right. So they did it because they want traceability, responsibility, accountability. Accountability, responsibility, traceability. They called it the art technique, art. But there was also other letters in there that made it no art. It was actually 5 letters. Accountability, responsibility, traceability, and thoughtfulness. So it was actually, so it's tart. Tart. Like a lemon tart. Like a lemon tart. Farts. So it was feasibility. First of all, is this possible? So think about, is this possible? What will this person like this? So think about it first. Feasibility. Accountability. Responsibility. Traceability. And susceptibility. How susceptible are they to feeling that this is inappropriate? And then somebody a bit like, wait a minute, farts? Anyway, so that's what it did. So he said, remember farts? Remember farts? What we said? So from this point, I know you've done that. That's great. Nobody needs to reveal. Now everybody's happy. But from this point on, could you just, like, the person who is given the present, could they get up and say, right, so here's the present I got you and all that. So it's just a surprise who's getting you the present, and then you reveal it, because we need, I want everybody to consider feasibility, accountability, responsibility, traceability, and susceptibility. Farts. Okay? Or just farts. The susceptibility, I think, is included in the feasibility, so we just call it fart. If we do it another year, we'll just call it fart, right? This is the boss laughing. This isn't me, by the way. The boss was laughing. He's kind of a bit embarrassed. So Craig got up and said, so I got you this. I know how you, with the CDs. I just open it. Opened it up. It was a Amazon Echo. It was an Amazon Echo. He said, so I got you this. So I just thought with your CDs, instead of having all the CDs, you'll be able to tell this to just play it. I've not got one myself. I was going to get one myself, but there it is in the box. And John was like this. Thanks. And Craig went, all right, there you go. And then they got him other presents. All right, with this present, I was to get a present for Alison. Oh, I went on, and Craig was just like that, sitting there, and he was looking at John like that, and John was like this. And then, after a wee moment, John got up and he went to the kitchen with the present, and he took his bag as well. that he came to the office with. And Craig followed him in and went, all right. And John picked up his jacket for the coat hanger that was in there. And Craig said, is everything all right? You looked a wee bit unhappy or present. He went, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. He says, where you going? Oh, that's it. I think we're leaving. All right. You coming out? I'm not going. I don't think I'm going to. I've actually got a few things to get on with tonight. He said, but that's not what you said this morning. I thought you were coming out. No, just sit. And Craig went, is it what's going on? And John said, okay, I just don't want to. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get a drinking, mate, and there's going to be like arguments and stuff like that. And Craig went, how? Arguing with who? Arguing with who? Who? And John said, you. Me? How? John said, this. And Craig went, what is it? It's meant to replace the CDs. And John said, I know, but well, how do you play? I haven't got one, but I've looked into it. Do you know how you play the music through it? He went, aye, it's you say it's like Alexis or something. Alexis. I remember because it's like Alexis Carrington for Dynasty. You say Alexis. He said it's Alexa. He said, oh, have you got one? Have you got one already? And John went, no, I have not. And Craig went, what's the matter? He said, it's like a listening device. It's basically having like a spy thing in your home, but it's not just that. To play the music, it hasn't got the music built in. I mean, you can get music from like Amazon Music, but the main thing is Spotify. It's linked with Spotify. You link it with Spotify. And Craig went, what's the problem with that? All right. Because you don't like Spotify or something, don't you know? They don't get enough money or something. Spotify don't get enough money. No, they get they get more than enough. They get more than enough money. He was somebody like that when they make a point, they kind of shut their eyes and roll their eyes back. No, they get more than enough, actually. No, I think they actually get more than enough. And Craig said, so can you not put your CDs on it? Can you like upload your, I don't know, what would you call it again? Rip the CDs, and then because you could do it with Google Music, could you know? You sort of rip the CDs, you have the MP3s, you upload them, and then that's new in your library. And John said, I don't like it. I don't think you can do that, but even if you could, I don't like it. I don't want a listen device. I don't like it. I don't like the whole thing. I don't like Amazon. I don't like Spotify. I don't like what's happened. And Craig went, but I mean, the CDs, I mean, they cost a fortune. I remember buying a Prince Sign of the Times CD, which was a double CD, back when I was a student, and it cost like 24 quid. 24 quid, that was back then. I mean, today's money, that would be, he said, I don't know what your point is, but, you know, Prince obviously made a lot of money. So, obviously, he got a good cut for that. My point is, Craig, listen, just have it. And Craig went, no, listen, why don't you get a shot? Why don't we get a shot, right? He says, no, I've seen one in action at a friend's house. Let's just say we're not quite so much friends anymore. And John went, let me plug it in. Let me plug it in, and we'll play a few songs, and I'll keep it, but let me just plug it in and sort of, I don't know, just, I'm sorry for getting the wrong thing. John went, it's fine. Craig went, right, just let me get it set up. John went, don't bother, I'm leaving. Craig went, let me get it set up. And he opened the box and pulled it out. He went, that's a good, it looks good though, didn't it? It looks good. And John went, he plugged it in, he went, right, so, I don't know. What am I to? Right. and na-na-na-na-na. Switch on the na-na-na and follow the na-na-na-na-na. Oh, fuck. Right. And Craig went, right, listen. Come here just now. And Craig filled up the sink. There was dishes there, right? Dirty dishes, like people that had a bit of a kind of buffet before they're actually going out for their meal, like sausage rolls. Craig filled up the sink, put a bit of washing up liquid, and filled up. He went, come here just now. Come here just now. Can you read that? They make the instructions so small these days, don't they? Said Craig, and John went, what? Here. That bit there was that. See, I can't read that. And he went, what is it? What? Closer, Craig went like, wait, what's it? I can't read the instructions. Here, look. And every time John got closer to read it, Craig pulled it away slightly, which led John, like that. And John was like, oh, well, you're pulling it away. You're pulling it away there. And Craig went, closer then, get closer. If you're not close enough, get closer to it. Oh. And John was like, oh, I can't see it. Well, I know, because it's so weird, isn't it? You've got to get closer. And led him kind of down to the sink that was now full of water. And then Craig knocked the Amazon Echo, commonly known as Alexa, into the sink, tipped it like when people are playing chess and they go like checkmate, they tip her the loser tips her the king or whatever it is. Tipped it like that. It went in. And John, there was rubber gloves there, by the way, because of to wash the dishes. And Craig grabbed John's neck and went like, get fucking in there, you. And John was like, John was like that. He's holding him in like that, far away like that, to make sure he didn't get electrocuted. It was like that. He's wanting to see if he could get a wee shock like that. Bang. Like wee guys daring each other to touch an electric fence on a trip to Arran, like a school trip to Arran. Dare you to touch the electric fence? He's like that. Everybody came running in. Like, oh my God, what's going on? And Craig had just managed to let him go just before the door opened. So when they walked in, they saw, like, John fall to the ground. And they're like, what happened? And Craig went like that. He was just like that when I found him. He was like that when I found him. He was just like that. And Mary went like that. Is that the truth? Tell the truth. You may as well, because they're going out tonight and everybody's going to have a wee drink in them, and the truth will come out. The truth will come out once we've all had a few drinks. You may as well tell the truth right now. And Craig went like that, looked her right in the eyes, and he walked with her for 2 years. He went like that. He was like that when I found him. But then that night, after a few drinks, he went like that. Yeah. I murdered him. I murdered him. Fucking electrocuted him, drowned him, electrocuted him. He was a fucking wank. Hate these fucking wanks like, Spotify, we get Spotify on the page, 0.0001 every time you fucking tweet something to some fucking Spotify song. You really should link off to this website to give the artist a fair cut. At any fucking time you go like that, on you go then, stick the link in, reply to this with a link. They don't do it. And that's a true story. The end.